All right.
Alrighty there. Are you there?
Yes, perfect. Well, I just got to try and balance this a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be one for the history books. I don't know this individual from a hole in the wall, so try not to scream obscenities and all that shit. And the reason why the Prax is called the Prax because we're not taking anything too seriously. A lot of people say stuff that could potentially get them in trouble with their place of employment. So the whole reason, like, we started this like as just a fun little side project. We're not selling ads. We're not hawking products at anybody. And we just did it as like a labor of love. And the one rule was don't say anything that's personally identifiable. Don't tell people what you drive or your license plate number or your CCV number on the credit card number. Is it CCV or CVV? I think it's probably CCV. I don't know.
It's CVV.
Credit card verification number. It's 3 digits. Someone out there will fucking know that dumb shit. But yeah, the whole thing was before the cancel culture thing got really rampant. I was like, just protect yourself because you don't want someone digging through your tweets from 11 years ago because you made an insensitive joke and that cost you, your fucking career. So that's why we named it the Prax, because we're not supposed to be super serious. Are you following me, sir?
Yes, sir, I am.
You can say words if you'd like.
I'm just listening.
Well, the whole point of it is, that's why, shouts to Kuzi. My one friend and Tejas, he's like, bro, you need to make an Instagram. And I'm like, why? I don't post up like pictures of pies that I didn't bake. I'm like, oh, look at these fucking fish tacos. No, that's not what I'm about. You know what I mean? He's like, no. He's like, you just make it so you can keep in touch with people because you get free long distance calling and you can talk to people all over the place. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe. And he's like, come on. Excuse-moi. I took Latin. Real talk. No, I really did that. That's fun. That's not even a made up.
I took a little bit of Latin.
Ism. Yeah, well now it's tabula rasa for everybody, and that's why no one say government names. But I'm like, listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll make the fucking thing tomorrow when I'm more sober. I'll make it right now. You be my first friend, then I'll make it. And he's like, deal. And I'm like, fuck me. I didn't even want to do it. And I'm like, I gotta do it, man. I gave him my word. So I made it, and through that, I have been fortunate enough to speak to many different states, many different countries. We pretty much got like 20 out of the 50 states in the U.S. so far.
Oh, cool. Right on. Yeah, you're on a good start.
Yeah, most of the people probably, I'd say a good majority of them are faraway friends. Like we had a couple episodes where we did like a cash cab style thing with an Uber driver.
Oh, cool.
With just random people somewhere in New Mexico. We talked to soldiers in that now live in London or maybe I don't know the UK someplace. I mean, Brazil, damn. One of the people who we were just playing with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so on and so forth, so. It's
Nice.
always. Look at me, I sound like an aristocrat. Oh, it's always better after 7:30. So you say words, man. I don't know fucking dog shit about you. Say words without, being
Being
a rat
revealing.
on yourself, you dumb bitch.
Well, I'm just a 28-year-old guy that I had.
Oh my god, this isn't a dating profile recording. What are you doing?
No, I know. I'm just starting. But,
I like to lift shit that's heavy, and I like to go on my jet ski. I also like to fuck, and I got a lot of money, and I drive an Audi A8. Hey.
Oh, an A8 went on an R8.
That also may not entirely be anything that's true. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, no, the only thing significant about me in my life is
The only thing significant about me in my life. Yo, this guy is going to be gold.
I want to know what
How
you
do
want
you
me to
say
talk
that?
about.
That's beautiful. Alright, so what's the only thing significant about me in my life is... That's great.
I had cancer, yeah, that was about it.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna tell everyone to not go the treatments. Yeah, okay.
Well, I wouldn't tell them to not go, but...
See, this is... I'm
go.
sorry to hold on for a second, man. This is why I try and talk to all people of, like, every walk. And I'm like, God damn it. This is one for the books. We got a cancer survivor, a cancer killer on the fucking thing. Maybe, hopefully. This is made of wood. My grandfather made it. I'll knock on wood, I'll knock on my cock, but it's not hard because I don't like these stupid subjects, but it feels like it's something I'm like, this may be, a good document for someone out there. Because, as I said, I try and get people from all different backgrounds and locations and, upbringings.
Yeah.
Like, we had a soldier on, and he was basically saying, he's like, don't do it. He's like, I wish I never joined. He's like, he was telling literal war stories.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say I agree with whatever you say or don't, but that's just, So,
Opinion.
yeah.
People's
No. I mean,
ways of thinking
I want you to say however you feel, and people can make up their own minds. I'm not here to
absolutely.
throw any opinions down anybody's throat. So
No, definitely not. But yeah, I don't know. It's just
you said you're like, I don't think people are gonna like me telling them not to get treatment. What?
No,
like
yeah,
why?
no. I would never tell anybody to not get it. I would just
you just tell them what your
tell them
experience was.
What goes on there.
So tell me,
It's just rough as fuck.
I mean, here's the world is listening. Moister than an oyster. I mean.
Well, I had testicular cancer, and it was a tumor on my left nut. No, it was no big deal.
No big deal. You're a fucking soldier.
But the tumor was exploded on my testicle. The testicle was fine. Yeah. I was picking on one of my buddies, and he ended up hitting me in the nuts, just fucking around, and it hurt pretty good, right? Like this real fucking bad. And then
this is
3 days.
This is the Prax, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Prax right here. I could never have imagined this.
Do you want the whole story, or do you want just the whole treatment part?
No, the whole... Bro, are you kidding me?
Right.
No, I have to ask you, like, you had testicular cancer before this? Or, like, your boy kicked you in the sack, and that's what fucked you up?
So, well, I was 21 when I got diagnosed, and apparently I had it
someone
for 3 years.
Was fucking around with you, and they're like, yeah, cancer boy, and they kicked you, and you're like, oh, no. It's your story, man.
I had it for 3 years before I ever knew about it. Before that little incident.
How do you have it?
I didn't know about it.
Undiagnosed, you mean, or?
Yeah, well, no, I had no idea that I had it or anything until he had excuse me, until he had exploded that tumor on my testicle, and that really made it hurt, right? And so 3 days later, when it still really fucking hurt, I decided to go to the doctor for it, and he was like, the doctor was all feeling my fucking nut, you know. and like when I say it hurt, it was like excruciating, like just like tears were rolling down. And he was like, "You gotta go to the hospital." So I went to the hospital, and I had an ultrasound like they have for the baby, you know. Mm-hmm. No, they put that on my nut, and so which added to the pain. And I was like, "Oh, fuck me!"
Did they put the little gel? Oh my god!
They sure fuck did, buddy. And it was cold.
Like, can you just look at it with an MRI and fucking not molest me with this fucking alien gun?
Yeah. But anywho, the person that did the ultrasound was like, yep, there's a tumor there. And 3 days later, that tumor was taken out. Or not the tumor, the whole nut was taken out.
Oh, my time.
Yeah, all in 3 days. And it was just a different change. And then shortly after that, I got my chemotherapy port. It's the little thing they sew it under your chest muscle, and it has a tube that goes up to your jugular vein, and then obviously from there to your heart.
Are you talking about a PICC line?
Well, kind of. But they call it a port. Like a fuck, I don't really remember the name. So.
Is it a peripherally?
It's figure vein.
It's.
Go ahead.
I think I know exactly what you're saying. It's like a permanent IV. So they don't keep stabbing you. And it goes through your vein and it goes basically directly to your heart. It's a peripherally inserted central catheter.
Yep, there you go.
Yes.
Something like that. But, so that was okay. Having that in there was kind of a pain in the ass, and it was kind of weird thinking that there was something...
Bro, that's like an invasive surgery, man. What the fuck?
Well, that was minor. That was pretty minor.
Well, compared to having your ball cut off, god damn.
Oh man, I
just crumpled up into like a ball right now. I didn't mean ball like as an ironic pun, but now I will laugh. No, I'm like a soccer player before they line up to take the penalty kick, and they're just sitting there like with their hands over their crotch, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want Ronaldo kicking a 60-mile-an-hour soccer ball into my fucking my parts.
Yeah, right. But then I started chemotherapy, which was just the turner of all things.
Why would you start chemotherapy if it didn't they just remove it?
I was diagnosed and removed the testicle in July, and I started chemotherapy probably late September, early October. And it was a game changer. It changed everything that there was to be.
Wait,
you know?
July?
It was July 14th was the diagnosis date. And then...
Okay. And you didn't start till September or October or whatever?
Yeah, that's right. For chemo, yeah.
Why? And, why did it take so long? Why was it by choice, or they just couldn't get a...
Well, actually, now that you asked about it, the doctor that had removed my testicle, he was...
oh, my God. How do you look at him? I'm sorry, I have to say. It's like, how do you look at another man who literally took your balls away?
Just think about the guy at the
That's
little...
That's gotta be so fucking awkward.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. But anywho, that doctor...
How do you even look at... How does he look at you? He's like, I literally snipped your balls off your body, bitch.
His office had fucked around on sending my testicle off to get tested.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
For a fucking month. And in that time, my cancer had spread up to my lymph nodes.
No.
And yeah. So I could have sued him, and
I would make a paper trail of that.
But it would have just been a hassle, and I probably wouldn't have got much of anything out of it. And definitely wouldn't have got my testicle back. But
excuse me. Did they give it to you in like a Tupperware bin, or like on dry ice?
I didn't even get to see it. That's the worst part about it. And
yeah, that's racist. I mean, it's like, dude, those are my parts. I want to see the X-rays. You're like, nope, cost $20. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. How about you just walk away, and I'll use my goddamn cell phone camera to take a picture of your goddamn X-ray monitor and take a picture of the X-ray. Because that's the thinking man's move. Yes or yes.
There are people that get $35,000 for their testicle. Like, if you donate a testicle, fuck yeah, you get $35,000 for it.
Bro, that's like a brand new Chevy Silverado or some dumb shit. I mean...
But I had to pay somebody to take mine.
Yeah, you think that guy doesn't... He's not in the ball selling market right now? He's making a goddamn killing.
He probably had some small balls and probably just used mine to look better.
Yeah, he has a small penis thing. He probably drives like a fucking... Like a super sport... Like a bright yellow Lamborghini or something.
Oh, man.
Like, you know... I forget the acronym. The small penis fucking... I don't know, overcompensating issue.
Might be. But,
but that's fucked up, man. That dude's making a killing sperm. He's like, yeah. Do you think at some point, this is really dark, by the way, this is why we can't say shit. Do you think this motherfucker just doesn't care and he's like, you might have cancer? And they're like, well, there's like a 25% chance that we're going to need to do an operation. And then he'll walk out and be like, yeah. And then he goes, 100% we need to operate. I got to pay off this pool. The way you got to think
about it is he's trying to save my life by stopping the cancer, right? And if I have to risk losing one testicle, I mean, that's not that big of a deal to me. But like to someone else, it could be a game changer, you know? Like, I don't give a fuck whether I have kids or not. I don't have any now. I don't really care, you know? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But some people don't think like that. They want kids. They, quote-unquote, have to have them. But no, you don't. But
yeah, they are called blank. Insert whatever, something that's going to get offensive to somebody right there.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but fuck, if you want kids, then have
these
kids.
People, bro.
If you don't, you don't.
Bro, if you're really gonna get offended, yeah. What are you gonna say?
Where was I? Shit.
Do you have any problems? Like any, like, do you notice? Fuck. Basically, hard question. Do you notice?
Or chemo? Chemo is the hard part.
No, I'm saying, I don't give a fuck about that. Do you notice the difference between not having two balls?
Oh yeah. Like, you know,
how,
like,
do you pee differently or like fuck better or something? I don't.
You have to wear boxer briefs. You can't wear regular boxers, because you know how, like, when it's hot out, your ball sack hangs a little bit lower, right? It loosens up, but with one, it loosens up a lot more, and it can actually be rather painful. So with briefs, it helps just support it. Because there's a tube that goes to your testicle.
I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
I said it's going to be a hard question.
You asked.
I know. That's why I'm like, this is the shit you only get on this program. Oh my days.
But when it's hot out,
bro, you're laughing a little bit, so I'm not like twisting screws in you or anything. Jeez.
No, man, I've already said all this before to somebody, so it's all good.
This is why, like, you can be like, hey, your friends will laugh their yam bags off. I was going to say they'll laugh their balls off, but I'm like, goddamn. Just the unironic pun. See? The point is to fucking have fun and, you know, just ramble about dumb shit. Perfect.
Not having the one ball is not that big of a deal. Like, you might sit on it once in a while. Or squish it. But it happens.
All right, yeah. Come on, man. This show is made for children. Too. Oh, no, I can't say that. We're going to get shadow banned again. No.
I've honestly forgotten what it's like to have two. I honestly couldn't care less. It's just kind of something that's passed. It just doesn't bother me. And blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm going to say this real quick, man. Well, I'm going to pause you 10 seconds for stations identifications. Because, you know, all of our sponsors that we don't have. This is brought to you by BetterHelp.com. Fucking get a real therapist. Stop with these online crazy street pharmacists. Big shouts to this guy. We'll maybe get a name for him eventually. And he has balls for coming on this program. That has been a perfect 20 minutes. Love you, dumb bitches.